Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Demographic. Right now I'm in Grimentz, which is one of the most Instagrammable towns here in Switzerland. There are a lot of great photo spots where you can take great pictures. So in today's videos I'm going to show you all of them.
I know many of you, when posting a photo on Instagram, are hoping to get many likes. Good news, Grimentz is one of the best places in Switzerland to take photos that will perform well on Instagram. Grimentz is not only one of Switzerland's most beautiful villages, but in addition also an Instagrammic wonder. This spot is very interesting because in here you can find elements that make the imagination of a traditional Swiss village just perfect.
We're now at the first photo spot. We have here the creek and the mill. Definitely a very beautiful spot to take great photos.
A rule of thumb before you start to click: always keep in mind to take the photo upright and not in the usual landscape format. A good photo idea would be to appear in the picture while looking at the creek. Here, another rule of thumb: provide the impression of experiencing the place whenever you're taking pictures for Instagram. Important, do not stand in the middle of the picture as the creek is supposed to be shown in there. Instead, place yourself either at the left or on the right third.
Now I'm going to show you the photo spot where you can take great pictures of the village. So yeah, Grimentz is very photogenic, and should you stand right in here, then you have a brilliant view over the village.
Here, important, do not do the same mistake as I did. Since the interesting part of the village is going to be in the left side, you should instead stay on the right side, else you'll hide the view. It's supposed to look like this. I had to Photoshop myself in for that, but I guess for demonstration purposes that should be okay. Not that Instagram is showing you the perfect reality anyway.
The third photo spot would be here. So you have a fantastic view over the village. There are no cars in front. And I'm very sure that these photos of this village, possibly with you in the foreground, are going to be very popular on Instagram. Well, I guess I don't have to tell you much about this alley. I consider it one of the most beautiful ones in all of Switzerland, and definitely at this spot you can take probably the best Instagram photos in the entire village.
The alley itself is already a good motive for an Instagram photo, but you need to inhale some life into the scene by appearing in the picture. This will definitely get more likes, and frankly speaking, it anyway looks better. I suggest that you will position yourself at the entry of this alley and walk towards the camera. To provide the impression of experiencing the village, look at the houses, because that's what Grimentz is all about. For perfect positioning, well, that's just my personal opinion. Place yourself at the left or the right third in the alley and look to the other side of it. In general, complying to the rule of thirds is a good thing.
Basically, the entire alley is an Instagram photo spot for itself. You have so many amazing traditional wooden houses. So wherever you're going to take your photos in here, I'm sure they're going to look great.
As just mentioned, in this alley there are numerous photo spots to take great pictures. Here I do recommend you to stand a bit far from the camera and then zoom in. This will highlight the many beautiful details on the houses, and then it's going to look like this. Otherwise, your picture would look like that. Looks nice, but I'm sure you're going to agree with me that the previous impression is a lot better.
Now I'm going to show you my secret photo spot. So it's basically just up this way here. So you can see This trail with these beautiful houses in the background, that definitely makes a great motif for your Instagram photos. I would say this is probably the second best spot in the entire village.
They're useful to know in terms of perfect lighting. Taking photos in Grimentz is done best during the morning until the early afternoon. Afterwards, the sunlight is gone and there is only going to be shadows remaining.
Definitely great is also to take a photo in here. So here it's quite spacious and you have a lot of beautiful houses around here. Surely a great idea for Instagram photos. This place here with the stairs is another great spot to take photos, especially if you're walking downstairs. That's definitely going to be a great idea for your Instagram photos.
A great Instagram spot that looks very nice during summer and winter. To make it look more interesting, walk either up or downstairs while taking your Instagram photo. Then do not forget to check out the northern part of Grimentz. In particular at this spot you can take beautiful pictures of the village. As I was mentioning before, the traditional houses are one of the major attractions of Grimentz. Here's a selection of a couple of houses that you definitely should take photos of. One more Instagram hotspot before the last one. At the southern entrance to the main alley, just look back and walk towards the creek. Around sunset, in particular during winter, it's going to look really nice.
I'm now going to show you the last Instagrammable hotspot here in Grimentz. This would be this passage here. You have the two Stadelhouses, which are very stereotypical for the canton of Valais. And well, you also got some nice background with the snow mountains.
These houses are very stereotypical for the canton of Valais. There are multiple side alleys between these Stadelhouses where you can take great Instagram photos. In particular nice is to take it just at the northern entrance of the village. Make sure to take your Instagram photo in here in RAW format or HDR, as otherwise the background is going to be overexposed. Grimentz is truly a village full of Instagram hotspots. If you want to know more about the Stadelhouses and the stereotypically Swiss village of Grimentz, then I will see you in this video.